What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon One, the Village Storyteller. And it's story time, man. I'm back again, man. Look, y'all got to excuse me, man, for taking so long, man, to upload something, man, to the Village Storyteller channel. Man, to the brother, man, that was on my live the other night. And I told you, I say, man, as soon as I end the live, I'm going to upload a video to the Storyteller channel. And I didn't do it. I'm doing it now. But, man, my apologies to you for not being able to put that video up that night. Man, there's so much stuff going on. So much stuff. I want to go get the paperwork and show you. But anyway, the paperwork is all type of, man, legal action stuff that I have going on behind my security business. Man, you have to, man, insurance. You have to have, man, you have to upgrade. You have to keep your license up, man. You have to have your insurance intact. You know what I'm saying? Because something happened to one of them cats in that club. It's on me. Man, it's all type of stuff, man. But anyway, I'm here again, man. I'm here. Anyway, on to the story. Man, this story about a dude named Donald, man. Man, Donald was a little gangster in them streets, man. He wasn't a gang member. He wasn't no gang member. He wasn't part of no gang, but he was a gangster. He stood on his own 2 feet, man, his own 10 toes. He did his own thing. You know what I'm saying? He had some partners, you know, that he ran with every now and then, but most of the time he did his own thing. He had been to prison. Twice. And each time he went, he didn't have no co-defendant, so couldn't nobody tell on him. He was his own. He was him and himself and him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was a real street dude, man, a gangster. He couldn't come out them streets, man. He liked the fast money. He liked getting it the best way he could. And he was good at it. You know what I'm saying? He had a good girl, man. He had a girl named Donna, man. People used to sometimes call him D&D, Donald and Donna. And that was the name that they was known by. She had been his sweetheart since the 5th grade, man. They had been joined at the hip together since elementary school. Man, I'm sweating like a big dog. I just finished doing some stuff. But anyway, yeah, they had been joined at the hip, man, since 5th grade, man. That was the one thing in life that he really loved. Anyway, as time went on, man, Donald was getting into stuff, man. He was doing certain stuff, man. And he knew that he had to hit a lick and get a large sum of money, because the way things was going, he wasn't finna stop hustling. He wasn't finna come out the streets. He wasn't finna stop grinding. But he knew he needed to put some money away for a lawyer, for this and for that, for his girl, because of the nature of the things he was doing out there in the streets. He knew it wasn't going to last forever. He knew that it was not going to last forever. As time went on, man, Donna got pregnant. And Donna was happy. Man. It seemed like from the day came that she told him that she was pregnant, something clicked. I don't know if you want to call it parental strength or whatever you might want to call it, but something clicked in Donald's life. He knew the stuff he was doing in the streets, he didn't want to do it no more. He wanted to be there for his family. He wanted to be there for Donna and the baby. As time went on, she told him that it was gonna be a girl. You know, in the ghetto, ain't nobody caring nothing about no gender reveals or trying to sneak up on the gender of the baby. Man, hey doc, what's up, man? What is it, a girl or boy? You sure? Yeah, man. What is it? Girl? Okay, boy. Okay, whatever. And they in the hood, man, in the set, in the ghetto, man, folks moving on, man. They going on about their business. They didn't have time for no gender reveal and all that old stuff. So anyway, he was happy, man. He was proud. He had went and got a job. First job he'd ever had in his life. He never had a job, but he went and got a job. First job he ever had in his life, man. And he was working that job because he knew that he wanted to come out the streets. He wanted to do the right thing for his girl. He wanted to do the right thing for his little unborn daughter. And so, uh, oh shoot, I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. But anyway, that's what he had started doing. Started working, man, and the money was steady. Was it enough? It was enough for right then and there because the baby wasn't born yet, and he was stacking up, man. He was stacking up on diapers, baby bottles, cribs, strollers, all the little knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone type stuff that a woman needs before a child is presented to this world. So anyway, one day came, her water broke. Child was born. Child was born. And so he was happy, man, the happiest day of his life. He was there for it. He was just happy, man. He was happy. His mother was there. His father was there, but his father didn't live with him. But his father showed up, and he had a brother. His brother was there too, and they was happy about the baby. They looked at it. They had 10 fingers, perfect. Had 10 toes, perfect. Little small nose. Had a head full of hair. His daughter was beautiful. He loved his daughter, and he knew that he would do anything for her. About 9 months it went by. Right, about 9 months it went by. Man, Donald had been doing the right thing, not staying out of trouble, and it was just good. But like as the devil will do when things are going good, here he come. One day, man, some of Donald's old partners showed up. Oh shoot. Anyway, some of Donald's old partners showed up, man, and they wanted him to come on a lick with them. Man, come on this lick, man, do this and do that. He like, man, nah, don't get down like that, man. I ain't tripping on none of that, man. I go to work now. Woo, 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 woo. So now they on Donald head, man, bump that, man, shoot. Man, anytime you came to us, we was with you. This, that, and the other, man, we need you for one more lick. We need you for this lick, that lick, da, 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 da. Don't sell us out. Don't turn on us. The loyalty Donald had in his heart, he said, okay. He said, okay, I'm going to do this one last lick with you. Donald left in the car that night when they came to get him. Now, Donald had been on his head about, don't go, don't go, don't go. You know you ain't, don't do it. Oh, shoot. Don't do it. Don't do it. But he like, man, it's the last one. I'm going to just do it with them. Man, I owe them and blah, 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 blah. We got a baby and you don't owe nobody but me and the baby and this, that, and the other. And boom, boom, boom. But it wasn't soaking in. He wasn't having it. He was determined to go hit this last lick with these fools so they could never come back and ask him for no more favors for nothing else again in life. So anyway, he in the car with him. They 4 deep. And he in the car. Halfway to the lick that it was a robbery. Halfway there, Donald was thinking, he made him stop. He said, man, stop the car. Stop the car. Stop the car. They like, what's up, what's up? Man, stop the car, man. He going off in the car. They stop. Donald jump out the car. So they like, man, what you tripping on? Where you going, fool? What's up, man? The lick this way. He said, man, I'm not going on no lick. I'm going home. They like, you going home? Yeah, I'm going home. What? Man, you woo, woo, woo. Donald didn't want to hear it. He took off walking. They woofing. But now they got to go hit this lick. They go hit the lick. The lick went all the way bad, y'all. It went all the way bad. And one person ended up getting killed. One person ended up getting killed. Man, and all 3 of the dudes got popped. Bad deal. One dude got killed at the scene of the crime. The other 2 got popped. So now, one of the ones who got popped was a low down, dirty dude. Man, he's so low down and dirty. He's so low down and dirty, man. He was mad because they got popped, but he was also mad because he felt that Donald getting out the car changed their luck. He felt that with Donald not being there, it made it hard for them to watch everybody, and one dude got nervous, and one thing led to another, and somebody ended up getting killed. He figured in his heart of hearts and in his mind of minds, if Donald would have been there, that they'd have had enough people to do what they had to do, and nobody would have had to get hurt, nobody would have had to get caught. But anyway, he immediately went to telling. He immediately went to cutting deals and telling. And he told that Donald was the main one. He told that Donald was outside and all this. Donald wasn't even there, but he lied on Donald. He lied all the way. He put Donald at the scene of the crime, but he tried to say Donald was outside. Donald was gonna be the getaway driver and all that old stuff. Anything he could say to mess Donald up, because he knew he was messed up. He wanted to drag Donald down with him as a act of defiance to show him you should have went with us. The police eventually came and got Donald. Now they knew Donald. Donald had a long, extensive history with the police, and they never liked him. They always been wanting to do something to him. But now when Donald went to straighten it up, they was like, okay, straighten it up. But now a lot of them held grudges. A lot of them, the captains, lieutenants, and a lot of regular police held grudges against Donald for what he did when he was in them streets. So they didn't mind. They didn't mind going to pick Donald up. Even if they knew it was a lie, they didn't care. This was their chance to get Donald. Man, they went and got Donald and locked him up, man. Make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? That's just my saying. They going through the rigmarole. Donald and the other dude, they never could be around each other. And they fighting the case. Donna, she crying and this, that, and the other. Donald end up with life. Not only was it life, it was life without. He had been to the pen twice already. This right here was his third case. They struck him out. Habitual Criminal Law Act. They gave the man life without the possibility of parole. Took his life. His girl cried in that courtroom. His young daughter was crying. You know, she had just to the point where she just started walking. They didn't know what was going on, man. They was dizzy. They done gave this man life without for something that he didn't even do. And he claimed his innocence the whole way through. He had been claiming his innocence the whole way through. So now as time went on, he told the DA. He told the DA. He said, man, you know that I had nothing to do with this. You know I had nothing to do with it. The DA leaned in and told him when nobody else could hear. He said, I know you didn't have nothing to do with it, but I'm making sure that you go to jail for the rest of your life because of what you've done and got away with. I hate you. Whoa. Donald knew he was in trouble. And the DA did exactly what he said. He pushed that case all the way through and got that man life without. Years and years and years going by. Years and years. Donald got his mother passed, his father passed, and his brother had passed. He had been down many years. As Donald's daughter got older, you know what I'm saying, her mother always let her know what was going on with her father. And she vowed that one day she would get her father out. Now Donna stayed down with Donald for a long time, man. She was making him trips up to the prison to go see him. And as his daughter got older, she would always tell him on the visiting yard, Daddy, I'm going to be a lawyer one day and I'm going to get you out. Daddy, I'm going to be a lawyer one day and get you out. Daddy, I'm going to be a lawyer one day and get you out. So, okay, cool. He like, he looked at her like, okay. But anyway, as time went on, Donald and his wife ended up splitting up. They ended up divorcing and splitting up. She found another man and moved on. She moved completely out the state. Donald didn't have no contact with her. She took the daughter from him, didn't have no more contact with the daughter, and just got on. He was all alone in the world, so he thought. So he felt. Unbeknownst to him, this little girl was a straight A student. She had put in her heart many years ago what she was going to do. And she was going to stick with it. She hadn't seen her father in a long time. She ended up graduating from high school, the top of her class. She had scholarships from every which way. She ended up going to college. She ended up going to Columbia, a very prestigious law school. And she fought hard to get her grades to make sure that she had a full ride, and she got it. Man, she threw her whole life into learning the letter of the law. And she still would tell her mother, Mama, one day I'm going to get Daddy out of prison. I'm going to get my daddy out of prison. And because, she sat down with her mother one day and had a real conversation. And she asked her mother, Mama, did Daddy do it? And her mother told her, no. He didn't do it. He did not do it. He wasn't even there. He was not even there. So she had made her business that I'm gonna get my daddy out. I'm gonna get my daddy out. As time going on, he'd been down. He'd been down at this time, if I'm not mistaken, about 18 or 19 years, maybe 20. Maybe he'd been down about 20. And so, he had settled into prison so tough that, in his mind, he figured, man, I ain't never going home. I ain't never doing none of that. I ain't never doing none of that. One day, he got a letter, a legal letter in the mail. A legal letter in the mail. The name on it was Tamika. He didn't know the last name because the last name wasn't his. But now when he opened the letter, it was from a law firm, but it was from one of them law firms that go in and they take cases pro bono because they figure this person is in here innocent, this person is innocent, and it's like the Freedom Act. It was called the Freedom Act or something like that. But now he didn't know that his daughter had passed the bar and that became a lawyer. She became a lawyer. And her first mission was to get her father out of prison. And then she went at it. She went at it tooth and nail. And so she wrote her father that letter, and her father didn't know who it was. But anyway, a few days after that, he had got an attorney visit. They come to his cell, told him, come on, you got a visit. He's like, a visit? Yeah, you have a lawyer here to see you. He's like, I don't have a lawyer. Well, you got a lawyer here. Come on out. She had flew all the way from the state she was in back to the state that they were from to see her father. So now she's sitting up there. When her father came out and seen her, he didn't know who she was at first. He didn't know who she was at first. But as he got closer, sat down and looked, he recognized his daughter. And he said, Tamika? She said, yeah, Daddy, it's me. Man, the man cried, he cried, he cried. She cried, they hugged, they cried. Of course, they couldn't stand there and hug that long. Police was going to break that up, too intimate. But anyway, so she sat down, she explained her whole life to her father. Where they had moved to, and, the mother got remarried and didn't want to have nothing to do with him. She just tried to put him and what he was going through behind her and move on with her life. But she told him, Daddy, I never forgot you and I never will. She said, I'm going to get, and I'm going to do what I said I was going to do all those years ago when I told Mama that one day I was going to grow up and be a lawyer and get you out of prison. So he was like, man, okay, baby, okay. He was happy. He was ecstatic about this. So she went to tell him about all type of writs and habeas corpuses and stating different laws and statutes and all this old stuff to him, which he didn't have the slightest idea what she was talking about. But she was letting him know about it, and she was told him, I'm finna get you out of here, Daddy. As she started filing certain type motions and certain type stuff to get him out, she kept being blocked, man. It was a DA. She got him a court. She got him back in court. But it was a DA that they assigned to the case, another black girl. Around the same, she was a little bit older. She was about 5 or 6 years older. But she was a bulldog about making sure that Donald stayed in prison for the rest of his life. And they argued in court and they argued behind the scenes and they kept going at it. She would ask him, and so one day she confronted the DA in her office, and she said, what is it about you trying to keep my father in prison the way you trying to keep him in prison when you know that he did not have anything to do with the murder robbery? And they argued, and the girl finally got emotional. She said, you know what? You know why? She said, you know why? She said, because the man who prosecuted your father when he first went to prison was my father. My father was a DA on that case. And the work he started is the work I'm going to finish. Tamika couldn't understand it. She was beside herself. She knew she had her work cut out for her. But Tamika was smart. Tamika was bad, man. Tamika wasn't just going to lay down. She wasn't just going to lay down, man. She went in overdrive. She went to citing so many different cases and doing her due diligence that it seemed like she was gonna win it. But then the DA pulled a flim flam on her and hit her with hit her with a uppercut slam bam in court in one of the court meetings that set her back. And she knew she had to do something to get this overturned. She knew she had to do something. And so she figured, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. She waited a couple of days. She told her father on the visiting yard, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm going to get you out of here. I know it seemed like it's futile and we can't beat this woman, but we going to beat her. She had already told her father what was up with her, who she was and all that. So she waited about a week and she went to the lady DA's office again. And she started a heated argument with her, heated argument with her about the case, about what was going on. Told her that her father was no good, that he should have never been a DA, and that she was just like him. They crooked, they not right, and da 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 da. So the DA daughter, girl, she done got her feelings. She blowing back. I don't care nothing about your father. I'm gonna keep him in there the rest of his life. I don't care if he didn't do it. In fact, my father, before he passed away, told me he didn't do it. He told me that he didn't do it, but that he was such a mess up around the neighborhood and did so much stuff that he got away with that it was only fitting that this dude go to jail for the rest of his life. And I'm going to make sure that that's where he stays, in that prison for the rest of his life. And she said all type of crazy stuff. So Donna looked at her. She said, okay. She said, we'll see. We'll see. And she stormed out. When she got outside, it was raining. She had her umbrella up. And as she was walking down the street, she just started smiling. As she got about a block away, she stopped and she pulled her phone out of her pocket. Her phone was recording the whole time. And everything that the DA lady was saying was caught. On record. Okay. At the next court date, she admitted the phone into as Exhibit A, evidence. So the girl like, we don't know nothing about the evidence. So she was like, listen, can I approach the stand? The judge told her, approach the stand. She explained to the judge what was on this tape. And the judge said, you know, in my chambers. She told her and the DA daughter, both of y'all in my chambers now. The judge told her, play the tape. And she played the tape. The little DA girl mouth just... The judge looked at her. She said, you know I'm finna kick this case out, don't you? You know I'm finna kick it out. And me and you have an issue. Me and you have a real big issue that I believe the Bar Association needs to know about. So the DA like, no, please, Judge, wait. The daughter spoke up. She said, Judge, listen. Release my father. And we won't push charges against her. We won't do anything against her if she signs the paper saying that the DA's office won't do anything else from this point forward to stop my father from getting out of prison. She said, okay. And she said, of course, you know we will be suing for damages. So they haggled about that, but they knew some money was going to be handed over to her father. She went back out and informed her father that he was coming home. He didn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. He could not believe it. He didn't believe it until the judge stood up, pow, hit the gavel, and told him, you're a free man. And turned around and left. He almost fainted. His daughter had did what she said she was going to do. She had went all her life struggling and fighting and learning everything she needed to learn about the law to get her father out. And she ended up getting her father out, man. Man, that's just a quick little story, man, from the Village Storyteller, man. It's me, man, your big partner, Cartoon One, the Village Storyteller. I'm out. Peace.